Howdy Earthlings! I've been playing Toon Universe Early Access for the past few days, and it's time to put out some guides to help you decide who you want to play when it comes out in a couple of weeks. The first agent is Nimbus. I picked him first because out of the two starters, he's the better one for solo gameplay. Also, because he's cute, and a sheep. Keep in mind that Toon Universe isn't fully released yet, and even when it is, it will be in beta. I won't have info for all these characters yet, and some features like emblems, which is the equipment system, aren't available yet. Nimbus is a sleepy sheepy who dresses up in the coziest of gear. He's even got the ye olde sleeping cap, an eye mask, and that super comfy sweater with the longest sleeves. His passive ability is Haze. When his stamina is below 50%, his movement speed increases by 30%. Since Nimbus has a 5 in stamina, his 50% portion is 100 stamina points. This means he can outrun the infected pretty well. Even if he didn't have this speed boosting passive, his high stamina gives him an advantage when escaping chases. As for his active, we have Power Nap. The Sleepy Sheepy does the Sleepy Sheepy thing and falls asleep standing up for 5 seconds, during which his stamina is restored completely. The cooldown for this ability is only 30 seconds. Nimbus is a great solo option because of his near endless pool of stamina. Stamina is incredibly important in Toon's universe. This is kind of refreshing when compared to Dandy's world, where I'm good as long as I have 125. In this, you need a lot more, because in TU, there's a mechanic called Sanity. When you're being chased, your sanity meter starts to deplete. As the bar empties, your stamina regen slows down. By having Nimbus's Haze, you can easily lose the infected before your sanity takes too much of a hit. But should your sanity deplete, you can quickly recover a large chunk of lost stamina with Power Nap. As a starter, Nimbus is excellent for teaching players about the sanity mechanic without it being too punishing or too steep of a learning curve. His voice actor is also a good fit, and he has some great voice lines.
Go ahead to the elevator, please. I'm doing the last one right now. Please wait. I need some patching up here. Alright then, just please stay close.
Some of the characters can be a little loud, but Nimbus is very easy to listen to. For stats, we have a slight problem. Currently in the game, there isn't a way to view the stats of starters. Thankfully, one of the devs, Impera, helped me out by getting the stats out of the code for me. Nimbus's stats are 5 stamina, which is 200 points, 3 extraction, 2 hacking, 3 sanity, and 4 speed. There isn't a hierarchy in here like other games, so all of the characters have 3 hearts right now. You might have noticed that I said hacking and extraction. That's because the two machine types have a different governing stat. The circle and normal machines in DW both work on extraction, but in Toon Universe, computers use circle checks and go based off of the hacking skill, and extraction skill affects the VATs with the levers. Nimbus is a little worse at hacking. It's probably because he won't pull up his sleeves. Right now, emblems aren't available yet, but I think the best options when they're available are going to be ones that improve his hacking or extraction. Finally, his infected is very cool. They kind of look like a fan-made Pokemon or maybe the evil wizard in a video game. The lore says that his infected version is effectively sleepwalking and exudes nitrous oxide to make his victim sleepy. If this lore has any impact on gameplay, I haven't noticed it. I don't feel slower or notice a change in stamina when being chased or hit. That doesn't mean that there isn't one, it's not something I noticed. The lore for his infected is actually pretty creepy and interesting, honestly. And if you haven't watched me stream, you probably heard me say a few times that I don't typically keep up with the lore of these games. And you should watch me stream. I played with one of the voice actors for the characters, Tapo's voice actor, and I got to play with the devs and I got turned into a rubber ducky. It was a good time. But let me sum up the lore for Infected Nimbus. Infected Nimbus's Slayer are stained red from hemorrhaging. As if he stayed awake so long, his eyes are bloodshot completely. The sleep mask and his garb have merged and fused with his body. His wool has blued and darkened and swirls with the glow of Malachor, resembling lightning trapped in a stormy cloud. Instead of breathing out carbon dioxide like most living things, he now breathes out sleep-inducing gases. These gases manifest in the form of a blue fog. I think the gas that we encounter on gas floors are a manifestation caused by infected Nimbus. I might be wrong though. I don't pay the best attention to Chekhov's dialogue when events happen. Anyway, Nimbus's need of sleep has consumed him in his infected form, now cursed to sleepwalk and hunt down those he used to call friends for the rest of his life. It's as if his desires have turned him into a demon or an incarnate of sleep itself. I have a complicated relationship with sleep. Sleep for most people is awesome. I love sleeping when it's good sleep. It feels good and it's super relaxing, and sometimes I do it way too much. But I'm also someone who has frequent sleep paralysis, as much as 4 nights a week. It's a state where your brain wakes up before your body does, so your brain overreacts by making you feel panicked and scared, and gives you weird dreams. Some say it feels like a demon sitting on their chest suffocating them. When I first had these dreams, they were always of a venomous animal inches away from my face waiting to strike. I'd scream and beg for help, unable to move. I've had sleep paralysis so much now that I don't even have dreams like this anymore. Instead, I feel trapped inside my own body, terrified and screaming for help, unable to move, hoping someone will shake me awake. Sometimes the screams get out as moans or whimpers, and then my wife wakes me. Then I sit there in the dark, too scared to fall back asleep. I imagine this is much how Nimbus's conscious feels, trapped inside his roaming body, forced to witness the horrors his unconscious self commits. helpless, trapped, tortured. Yeah, I bet y'all weren't expecting spooky junk like that in a guide video. As you can see, I relate greatly with Nimbus. Not just as a sheep, not just as a sleepyhead, but as someone who experiences the horrors of sleep themselves. Don't worry though, they don't hurt me. They're just hallucinations of an overactive imagination, a brain bored by inactivity. No one's ever died of sleep paralysis, and there isn't a cure or treatment for it. It just happens, and it just sucks that something that's the most peaceful and restful moments for everyone else is pretty dang miserable for me. Depressing story time over, and that means so is the video. Thanks for watching, and thanks to the supporters on Patreon and members on YouTube like Freya Games, Gezro, Am, Nebazit, Espernardis, Paper, Fey Penguin, Momentary Unicorn, Nat, Marius, Yini, Worm Syrup, Rask, Beef, Colorado Blue, Vaderson, Linky, Addy14, The Ace of Raccoons, Blackjack, Rask again, Willie Pete, TG Dante, Linky again, Astro Pixie YT, and Malding Brick. I'll see you all later. I'm gonna go sleepwalk and hope I don't wake up covered in blood again. Bye.